Hi everyone, myself again here Nitish. As you know, we are here for part 10 video for the quantity surveying and contract management under that module 2 that we are now under road earthwork estimation quantities. So here we are now for the part 10 video. So just we'll proceed to that particular slide. Now we discussed many of the concentration, like when the road is in the cross sectional is in the different, like if the formation line passes between two intervals, how to find the distance for cutting as well as for banking. That also we discussed actually. And now this is one type of ground, and again we discussed one more type of ground. This is also one type of ground, and we discussed mean depth method, that is mid sectional area method. Now we are going to another method which is called sudden drop, when the vertical drops in the ground, when there is a vertical drops in the ground. What is vertical drop? As you know, what is vertical drop? When there is this is the ground. Think that this is the ground. There will be a sudden drop in the ground. Maybe you have seen many hill stations or many mountains or kind of roads where there is a, or else normal also there will be some sudden drops in the road. So thinking that this is your formation line. This is your formation line. Okay. Now again. So this is your datum line. Right. So on. So there will be a if this is a formation line, means you should go for this one for cutting and this one for banking. So but here you will get at the same interval you will get a two depths, right, for banking depth and as well as cutting depth. How to proceed in this when there is a sudden slope? Nothing, very simple. Just how to calculate the quantities of earthwork I will let you know in the coming problem. Just will concentrate on the problem. I hope you got it, the ground formation when there is a sudden cut. This is a ground line called. Okay. So now we'll directly go for a problem. Problem tells that estimate the quantities of the earthwork between chainage 10 to 16. Between chainage 10 to 16. Between chainage 10 to 16. Measured with a standard 20 meter chain. Standard 20 meter chain from the following data. So the chainage is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, so on. The formation level chainage is 10 is formation level chainage 10 is 88.50. They have mentioned like that. The road has a rising gradient of 1 in 100. Formation level is the one formation level width is 10 meter, and slope changes when the cutting it is 1:1 and when the bank it is 2:1. So now we'll draw the line. We'll draw the cross section line. What they told, the formation level see, take that this is datum line. If we consider datum line is maximum is 90.75, so minimum is 87. We'll take 87, right? We'll take 84. So if I take datum line is 84.000, the first tonnage number 10 is 88.1. Tonnage number 2 is 87.4. Tonnage number 12, that is 87.8. Tonnage number 13, there is 2 ground profiles. One ground profile is 88.2. Another ground profile is 90.4. 88.2 and 90.4. And one more ground profile is 90.75. And one more ground profile is 90.2. 89.8. Like that it will come. So now your ground line will be, this is called sudden drop. Okay. Or else you can take another way also, because first is 88, no, then after that 98. So then it will be like this. Sudden rise or sudden drop, like this. Okay. So now this is 10, 11, so on. So every 1 meter tonnage distance is how much? 20. Okay. Clear. Hope you got it. Now we'll move for a solution. That is this is your datum line. This is your datum line, and this is your ground profile. You know that this is your ground profile, right? And your formation line, what they mentioned, formation line 88.1 is your ground profile, and your formation line is how much? Formation line is 88 at 10th tonnage. It is 88. Tonnage number 10 means how much? 88.1 is a ground level, and 88.50 is an 88.50 is an formation level. That means 0.54 meter rise in the 10th tonnage. So this is your 0.4 meter if you raise, you will get a 88 point. This is 88.5, right? Formation level starts at 88.5, where there is a at 10th signage, your 10th signage line is 88.1, and it is a rising gradient of how much? Rising gradient of every 1 meter rise in every 100 meter. So that is 1 by 120 meter. Every 20 meter there will be 0.2 meter rise. Every 20 meter there will be a 0.2 meter rise, because gradient is 1 in 100. That means every 100 meter 1 meter drop, right? So every 20 meters there will be a 0.2 meter rise, because it is a rising gradient. So year to year point and so on, it is rises. Okay. So after that it ends here. So this is your formation line. This is your formation line. Now what else you need? Now you need to bifurcate with a bifurcate. So we'll bifurcate with banking and cutting. What you say? This has to be filled. This has to be filled. And this is to be what? This is for cutting. And one more thing you ought to keep in mind, as per our economical purpose, better when the formation line should do as per Indian Congress road also, as per IRC recommendation, as well as there will be economically, so cutting filling should be manipulated equally, so that there is no extra requirements of filling or cutting. So as almost we can do equally if possible, if IRC recommendation fulfills. Okay. Now see here. We completed our figure, right? We completed our figure. Now (10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15). This is your signage, right? 15, 16. This is your ground line: 88.1, 88.74, 88.8, 88.2, 90.4, 90.75, 90.2, 89.98. So this is your ground level. So formation level starts from 10th signage, that is 88.5 as mentioned in the problem. So now every 0.2 meter rises, because it is 1:100. So this is like that: 89.1, 89.3, 89.5, 89.7. So now depth is equal to what? Depth is equal to formation level minus ground level. So it will be 0.4, 0.96, 1.1, 0.9, 89.1 is 0.9, 89.94 is minus 1.3. Okay, that will be cutting. This will be cutting. Okay, so I hope you understood. So now if you write in the figure, you will get like this. This is under cutting. We are getting same cutting and banking in the both. Because of sudden drop, we are getting the ground level will be like this. So sudden drop, so we are getting 2. Cutting and filling in the both in same line. So that is what we are going to say here. So calculation, when it comes to calculation, you have a banking here, cutting. So this is our LS. Alright. Hope so you understood this process. Here we got the depth. Now we are going for a calculation where we are getting distance 0, 20. In 40 we are getting in the distance at the 40, that is 0, 20, you know that 10, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 0, 20, so on starts. In the 40 we were getting 2 depths, right? For the depth of 1.1 meter for the banking and depth of 1 meter, 1.9 meter for the cutting. Okay. If we are for a calculation part, just to check here, we have a depth 0.4, 0.96, 1.1, 0.9. So just I'll write here for 0.4, where the 0.4 will be for in the banking, isn't it? So that I'll highlight it. So this is in the banking, 0.4, 0.96, 1.1, 0.9. Actually this is in the banking, and this will be in the cutting, that is 1.3, 1.45, 0.7, 0.28. Is it so? This is in the cutting column. So now we have 3 intervals, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 intervals. So that answer will be 3 intervals. So now we will do what? You will do of mean depth. Is it so? So that you will, when you are doing mean depth, you will do, so this you will check. Wait a minute, I'll take a red ink. It's not visible. You will do, this is mean depth. For this mean depth, 0.4 for 0.96 divided by 2, 0.96, so on. So you have to stop here, because why? After that it will start in the same column, in the same interval. It will be going to start. Take it. This is 0. You can use it as a 0. Here we can use as a 0 to 20, like that. Again you can use it as a 0. So now mean depth you will get. So now here you have to start from 13. Okay, you have to start from 13. Sorry, 1.3, 1.45. This is the This is the average. Separately you have to take the again you have to take, because the figure you can see here, up to here it is separate and up to here it is separate. So like what you are getting means you are getting depth, right? You are getting depth, isn't it? The depth should be d d1, d2, d3, d4, right? So d1 plus d2 divided by 2, d2 plus d3 divided by 2, d4 plus d3 plus d4 divided by 2. This is of your three intervals, 1, 2, 3. Uh, three intervals of your 1, 2, 3. So three intervals, right? Same way you will get again d1 from here. This is the depth d1, d2, d3, d4. So this is separately you have to do. That's all we are doing in the. That's what we are doing separately of the result. This is called a sudden drop method. The calculation part will be like this. This is what sudden drop method. Okay. Now you will get the what mean depth you will get. That is d mean. D mean you will get. D mean you will get. So what is that D mean? If you say 0.68, okay, that is D. Now BD will be what? B is equal to 10 meter, which problem says B is 10 meter. And side slope for cutting it is 1, and for banking it is 2, isn't it? So cutting it is that will be later. So 10 means 6.8, 10.3 multiplied by 10 for D. Right. So 1.03 into 10, 10.3, 1 into 10, 10. So now SD square, S is equal to 2 for banking. So 2 into 0.68 the square. So answer will be 0.925, 2.12 to 2. So this is add of this 2. So that is BD plus SD square. You will get the answer of this. And you know that from 0 to 20, 20 intervals will be there. So 154.5, 248.4 and 240 will be under banking side. So now will be, if we are going for a cutting side, we are getting that is the mean depth, that is the average mean of cutting we are getting, so on. So BD will be multiplied by 3, 10.8 multiplied by 10, 1.38 into 10, 13.8, 1.08 into 10, 10.8, 0.49 into 10, 4.9. Isn't so? So now if you concentrate on SD square, where S is equal to 1, so D square is equal to multiplied by 1.38 into 1.38, that is 1.38 square. So answer will be like that. So that answer will get in this way. So this answer should be added with the BD plus SD square, 15.164, 11.94, 5.14 you will get. So 20 hour intervals. So that answer will be, so this is your total volume of the cutting. So if you have the rate for each, then you can multiply and write the rate, or else you will be getting this answer for overall cutting and filling for the earthwork when there is a road of sudden drop. I hope you got it, this method. There is no much confusion regards. Okay, so please concentrate through this and solve some practice problem so that you will easily learn. So now I am going here for one more method called mean depth method. Mean area method. Mean area method. Mean area method. You can call it as also mean sectional area method. Mean sectional area method, not mid sectional area method means mean depth method. Mean sectional area method means mean area method. Okay. So now, what is the difference between that two? What is the difference between that? So here we have a method to follow, mean mean sessional area method or mid mean area method. So how to calculate? Mean depth is different. Mean depth where we are taking a depth itself and a average. So now take one road. So think that this is 30-meter interval, each 30-meter interval. So now here what we are doing, actually in the mean depth method it is D1, D2 average we are taking and multiplying the length. So you will get the volume. So that how we are doing that. This is with the BD square ST for adding, then you are multiplying. This is the depth we are taking for each interval. Say interval 1 chain is 30, 30, 30, so on. So if you do that, this is called mean depth method where we are doing D1, D2, D3, D4. So we are taking the average of this, right? We are taking, that is called mean depth, mean D column. So now here the slight differentiate we have to do. Slight differentiate we are going to do, that is slight differentiate we are doing, that is mean area. We are not taking any depth mean here. We are taking mean area. Okay. So now first area, this is A1. Say this is A1. So this is A2. So this is area 3 at 30-meter interval. Say at the 30 meter, because of the depth we are getting the area. If you multiply BD plus ST square, you know that formula, BD plus ST square multiplied by 30. If you do that, you will get the area, isn't it? That area is A1. Okay, so now what we are doing actually here we are doing, so this is an area of 1, this is of an area of 1A1. So then another is an area of A2, another is an area of A3, another is an area of A3. So like that, are you getting now? So that first we are calculating the area 1, area 2, area 3. Then we are taking the mean of that, A mean. So that mean we are taking for calculating the quantity. That mean we are taking. So that mean at last, so this A1, A2, A3 will give the quantity of that total volume. So that will be a mean area method. Okay. Because why we are taking A1? Because this is not, because here D is different. D is different, right? So we cannot add it at last. We have to take the mean from A1 to A2, A2 to A3. So that we have to take mean. Otherwise we are not getting the answer. Why we are taking? Because only we have D is different. Say D is completely different from that. Then we have to go for an so this is called a mean area method. The explanation will be like that. So this is what we are going to calculate in the mean area method. Okay. So we'll move to now on. We'll see the problem which is will calculated by mean area method. So now the longitudinal section has been shown in figure. Estimate the quantity of earthwork. Cutting side slope is 1.5:1. Cutting side slope is 1.5:1, and earthwork embankment side slope is 2:1, and turfing sites if required. Give formation road will be 12 meter, and no transverse slab. Okay. Okay. So now this is the figure which says that which says that this is falling under same. There is no changes in this particular way of calculating depth. Depth calculation is same. You should have a datum line. In that datum line, you just draw a line. Datum line you should have, first of all. That datum line you are going to draw a line. So this is will be falling under that. This is our yellow formation line, and this is, if you say same, I am doing repeating here because of to understanding purpose. There is no much calculation part I am not going to do, just for an understanding purpose we are doing it. And this is the last video of the part of the road work. There is no much more again repetition, so please concentrate with area method, mean area method or mean sectional area method. So now you got it. There is a difference cutting and in the filling, so that your cutting will be, the top one will be cutting, so this will be under cutting, this are under cutting, and these are under banging. So banging, these are under banking. Okay. So now so this is where the RLF formation will be. So RLF formation is first of all we'll see an RLF ground level 109, so on. So we are getting the ground line, and we are getting RLF formation because this is figure as given in the problem. So no doing the calculation, only you have to do the cutting and backing. That is called depth you have to do, and we are going to find here, you know that we have to find x, isn't it? Why we are finding x? Because why we are finding x? Because why we are finding? Because see, this area is now in between the intervals we are getting. No, so we are not we cannot calculate we can calculate the length from here, 20 plus 20 or 30 plus 30, 60. 60 plus how much x, that we are not knowing, right? We know that 30, but in that partly portion will be going for cutting and partly portion will be going for filling. If the cutting length we are not knowing actually, so and we are not knowing the banking length, for that we have a calculation, right? That calculation is called as interpolation method. So interpolation method is how? So that is, take that line. So you say that 0. You know that this is 0 because center nothing is there. Ground line and formation line meeting. Actually there is no depth. It is 0. So but at the 16th chainage, you know that at the 16th chainage, your depth is 1.10. Right? Your depth is 1.10. So this depth is 1.10. And at the 17th chainage it is 0.6. So now we know that this is totally it is 30. Totally it is 30, isn't it? If x is from, if the x from this cutting, if x is from the cutting from 16 to 0, then remaining will be 30 minus x. Is it so? So interpolation method is x by, if x by 1.10, if x by 1.10, then 30 minus x by 0.60. Is it so? If 30 by 1. If x by 1.10, then 30 by x is equal to 0.60. Correct? No. So that I already told this problem. So you will get a 19.141. That is, say 20 you are getting for x. Then you are getting 10 for banking. So you are getting 20 for cutting and 10 for banking. So this is how we are going to draw. This is how we are going to draw the situation in this regards. So the problem says this much. So now we'll go for a method, which is the method is called as mean area method or mean area method. Column only changes, nothing else. Okay, in the mean area method, column only changes. This is mean area method. Okay, mean area method. It's also called as mean sectional area. Mean sectional area. Mean sectional area, not mid sectional area. Mid sectional area means mean depth method. Okay, this is mean sectional area. Mean sectional area. Mean sectional area. Okay, fine. So now okay, got it, no? So now we'll go for a chainage. So very important to say this. So very importantly to say, actually you need not to draw. This is not required, this column anyway. It's fine. Anyway, it's fine. So now what happened? Just see here. Just concentrate here. I am taking little. I have not taken the problem which is simple. It is an interpolation method of problem. So that just concentrate here, where you know the distance. You know that distance is 0.0, 20, 40, 60. 60 why we are taking? In the same chainage we are taken. This is passing. This is passing. Passing means there is no distance. Yeah, we can say. Okay, well, let it be. No problem. So actually it is passing. So now let it be this. So now we will go for a depth. Will depth is depth for depth. Here one little changes has to be made. Just to concentrate here. Just little changes has to be made. in the problem, that is only little changes. 180, just check here, 180. So now just I clarified here, just see here, 0, 30, 60, and you know that the banking will be up to 20, right? The banking is the figure, the banking will be up to 20. 19 means this is 20 and this is 10, so this is 20, right? So that is 60 plus 20, so the 20 will come up to here. So this line is up to, this line is what? This line is cutting and banking, as you know. So now this from here 10 means how much? It is 90, right? This is 90. So totally it is, when it is 16 to 17, it is 60 to 90, 120, 150, 180. I hope you have got it now. So here 80, here 80, here 90. This is only the changes, because 180 will be going to change because it is the interpolation. This is the formation line passing between that. So the 20 will go for an 20 will go for an what? 20 will go for an cutting, as well as 10 will go for an banking. So that will be the little modification. There is nothing much more in that. So that 20 and 30 will be going to a banking. So that is, you have to see. So in the mean area method, what we are doing is, now it's take a special. We are directly taking depth of 0 also. You know that zero depth here we have, no? So that 1.3. We that problem we are taking the mean of that. Now we are not taking the mean. We have depth. We have to write now depth, right? All the distances we have a depth. So in the 80 we'll get the 0, because it is meeting here. After 80 it will be 0. You know that till here it is 60. After that this is 80. Here 0. Again 0 to 10, 10 to 30, so on. It will be going to start 0 to 9, 10 to, that is 0 to or 10 to 90, so on. Then 30 interval. So that is BD. BD will be B. You know that B is given as in this problem B is 12 meter. So that B 12 means 12 into depth, that is 15.6 to 25.2, 13.2. This is 0 again. So there's 0 into 0, 0. 7.2, 13.2, 8.4, 3.6. So this is about your B into depth, isn't it? This is about your B into depth. Right. So now we are going for ST square. ST square means what? Yes, you know that banking it is separate. So that after this will be banking and cutting will be separate. So that banking is around 1.5:1 for cutting and 2 for banking. So now first we have cutting. So that is 1.5:1 into depth square. That we will get the answer. 2.35 as well as 2.35 as well as same way you are getting 6.1, 1.81. Here it is 0 again, and it is 0.54 we are getting. If you are not getting the lines, then we'll remove it. Some people will get confused of lines, right? So that's what I am highlighting usually. Highlightation will be little give the answer again. Anyway, we are getting now till here it is no problem. I hope till here we are not having any problem. Simply you just do the calculation. Now mean area method. No. So mean area method means what? Mean area method means area. Now we got the area, right? We are getting the area, not the volume. We got the area, different areas for different depth. So 1.3 depth we got the area this much. So 2.1 depth we got the area 31. For 1.1 depth we got this. 0 depth we will not get the area, right? At the center we will not get the area. But we got the distance, right? So we got the distance 32. Again 60 to 8 we have the distance. But at center we don't have, but we'll get the, that is what we are doing the mean, right? Again 0.6 and 1.1, 0.7, so 0.3. This is so this depth we got the area of each sectors. So now what is mean area? Mean area is nothing but mean of this two. mean of this two, because we have to, there is no, all the earthwork excavations are same. So we are taking a mean of this 18.135 plus 31.815 divided by 2. That is called AM. You can call it as AM. That is 1 plus 2. That is your tonnage 14 plus tonnage 15 divided by 2. You will get the answer of this. Again same thing. This is the answer of this. Again same. So this is mean area method. AM. Just we are calculating mean area method. No much height of calculation. Just simple calculation. Do not worry. So that is 24.795, 23.415, 7.508, 3.870, 11.378, 12.705, 6.645, 6.435. This is what mean area. We are calculating mean area. So what mean area is tells that in different where the depth we have taken as a single, and we have not taken the depth as a mean, we have taken the area as a mean. Okay, this is a little more clarifier than the mean depth method, but Prism model method is more clear than this. Okay, again you multiply now this and you write the values in cutting, and 30 in 702 and 20 in 150. So and 10 will be this, and this is the answer for your mean area method. So this is about your mean area method calculation. I hope you understood. Here I'll once again repeat. Once again I'll repeat, just only the column will be changed. Signage, distance and depth BD plus ST square, where BD plus ST square will be this. This is area of the particular signage, and area of mean will be getting the overall mean of that. So that mean will be this. Okay, that will be mean will be this. So that we will get entire clear quantity and cutting. So this will be changes. Instead of DM will be here, we are changing the DM AM. So that's all. I hope you got it of both the methods. So now if we concentrate on road work, we completed almost all the estimation methods as mentioned in the syllabus. That is, in road work we completed all types also. Right. Mean sessional, mid sessional, Prism model. If required, please raise the comment and I will explain. But otherwise, it's not required. Estimation of road we completed with all types of the methods. Right, all types which we are completed. Now again in the septic tank I completed, soak pit I completed, septic tank, manhole I completed regarding this manhole, as well as we completed all type of manhole in the roads, septic tank and roads in the module 2. I hope we have concluded about, we are going to conclude now about module 2 portion. So any clarification about module 2, please raise the comments so that I can give much better clarification than now. So please raise the comment which will be going to helpful for us to give more details, in detail clarification. So nothing much to say about module 2. Now regarding mean area method, there is not mean depth method, mean area method confusion. There is no need to make any confusion, because only the average of taking mean is different in the different column, that is in the depth column as well as mean depth column. Okay, thank you once again. I'll going to signing off. Thank you.